In the end, there was no 4-kanji compound in Aonishiki's Ozeki pledge. "It's more like me to keep things simple," is how he explained his choice of words, which was, "I shall not sully the Ozeki rank and devote myself to aiming yet higher." Despite remarkable levels of Japanese progress in less than 4 years here, he said, "I felt it best to shape the pledge using words I completely understand." Hence, no fancy references to classical literature etc. His Ozeki promotion was conveyed to him by Masters Asakayama and Oshima shortly after the Sumo board unanimously confirmed it. The chairman of that board then issued a statement revealing the depth of expectation. "Aonishiki," began Hakkaku, "has achieved splendid results with techniques brimful of spirit, and has stood out for his never-say-die attitude and calmness in the moments of truth. Even when in the pinch, he has proactively attacked to the end, and his sumo fully reflects the sum of the training he has done and the sheer confidence gained. As Ozeki henceforth, yet greater responsibility and expectation will land upon him. I hope he shoulders the weight of that and becomes a role model for all wrestlers. I also hope he aims for yet higher things, shows continued growth in each of the 3 core sumo elements, and devotes himself yet further to carving out a new sumo era. His first step towards that will be on the tour which starts this weekend, where he can expect a lively reaction when announced as an Ozeki in the practice ring. Also announced today were the risers to salaried level. Mongolian Kyokukaiyu returns there at the first attempt and is tipped to go on from strength to strength. And he's joined there by compatriot Dewa no Ryu, who has finally made the grade after years of near misses. I was told before this meet I could be up with a score of 5, and after reaching that figure, remained nervous until the phone call this morning. I'm delighted it's all official, the Dewanomi man said. The last 6 years may have flown by, but I still realize how long it's taken to get to this coveted level. Having debuted in the November of 2019, Dewa no Ryu views Fukuoka as a second home. To be honest, I wanted to fight here this time in a silk belt, he confessed. But it's still nice to seal this important promotion here. I hope I'm back next year as a top division man, and possibly a Sayaku one. Fating his first salaried level debutant since Mitakeumi in 2015, Master Dewanomi said, "I'm so relieved he's made it up, as he's earnestly kept chipping away. I just feel he's mentally grown through all those near misses." The other man heading up with him is from the same stable group, Kazuma of Kisei. The 194-kilo giant infamously injured his knee on professional debut and was dumped in Division 6 just half a year ago. 27 wins from 28 since then, including 7 en route to the 3rd tier title this time, have brought the Nihon Unigrad to a level his brother, who retired this March, never came close to gracing. "The big injury really changed my approach," Kazuma said today. "I came to consider sumo thoroughly in my private time, and not just in the practice ring, and act accordingly." His father sadly passed away in August at just 52. "Telling myself I had to reset and absolutely rise was the best tribute I could pay as a son," Kazuma explained. "I'm still looking up, even if it's just to the rank above." Asked if Yoshinofuji, with whom he spent all 4 university years, served as his yardstick, he said, "Of course he spurs me on, but I've always considered myself my own man and don't wish to compare. I do hope, though, that we eventually get to fight each other again. If he is to change his fighting name, it's not been revealed yet. Kazuma's promotion comes at the expense of stablemate Shiden, who we assume will mark his 34th birthday with a third-tier return for the first time in 30 months. Another Kiseman, Himukamaru, is also expected to drop after losing 10 times on second-tier bow. And cruelly hurt Daiki Mita joins them on the ride down, and doubtless draws inspiration from childhood friend and current colleague Nabatame, who is set to come back soon. The list of retirements today, though, did not include Kisei stalwart Shimanomi, who it seems can call in his Izutsu stock any time after January. Today's list was very short, in fact, containing just the 4 names. Firstly, 220 kilo Nishikimaru, whose arms are so thick it took 45 minutes to locate his cephalic vein this year. You may recall he was publicly urged to slim down by his master. Secondly, Narutaki, who scored a big win over Enho this summer and went as high as Makushita 10 2 Januaries ago. He claims he's been practicing piano yet longer than he has sumo, and would often amuse fellow wrestlers with his random compositions. The mental burdens of sumo are such that my piano provides me with welcome relief, he once told Nikkan Sports. He's outlasted in the sumo world by his older brother Kyono Sato, who also wrestles for Isenomi. Thirdly, Onoe Stables' Taiyo, who debuted in 2020 and reached Makushita 44 at the back end of 2022. He may well have promised close ones that he'd jack sumo in after 6 years if he hadn't made it big. And finally, Yamada Umi, who debuted with Shirokuma in 2022, leaves the ring with just the 3 winning scores from 21 attempts. Aonishiki makes sumo look easy, but hundreds of strongmen prove that it's not, which only sets his achievements into even sharper relief.